Well, hold on here, people. I do not know why you are being so damn loud, people. Okay, hopefully that's working a bit better. You gotta give me a moment. Yeah, and it's being extremely ass loud on my end. So give me a moment here. love this keyboard except when I have to do important shit. And that would be why. You gotta give me a moment here just to. It's being cantankerous again. I love it. You make one single change and everything goes to hell. Come on. I know part of it. Fun. It's decided to ignore what it's supposed to do. Ah. That should be a bit better so I can adjust what I sound like here because my good God, I made one change and everything blew up. So give me just a sec to jump back to where it should be. And I need to get another damn mouse battery or I am going to a wired mouse because I am going to lose my goddamn marbles. My God, I don't know. Like I said, this is just. This is just driving me crazy. It's been 3 weeks of feeling like abject hell, and then it does this. I have nothing but middle fingers and absolutely no coffee. Okay. Is this any better that you can hear me? Give me a moment to deal with getting my webcam realigned. Again. It makes tiny little updates. The system blows itself to hell, but that's, you know. Okay, so let's adjust. Should be able to hear the game now. And it should be a little bit louder than the game, but not deafening the fuck out of you. Game is gonna fire up here, okay? Me and Mike are a second. I mean, at least it's a decent. that any better? Because I kind of just... That didn't do it. Okay, we're on the unreliable. Let's see how the game itself is actually gonna sound with me here. I have lost track of where the heck my journal is. Passage to anywhere.
Can we talk?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to change that. I'm ready to do a quick. That works good. My God.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson. I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff. Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did
Kinda
you want
makes
to
me
talk about
laugh.
something else?
Because now I can't hear her as Parvati. Not at all. Not the frick at all. You were told to be quiet. Go away. Okay, yep. Welcome to the Groundbreaker. And the reason I decided to go back to this was this is where I started.
Captain. Hey, Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Do you want me to send you to Farzina?
That's not the point. This halfling just knocked out one of my work. Customs and inspection, right this way.
Okay.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Well, let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Can I punch you?
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way.
Kind of smart.
I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. Not gonna lie, you're in a pickle. But Udom's an interesting guy. Might be y'all could come to accords if you play your cards right. Huh. Records show this ain't the first time you're...
That's what happened.
But the
there.
shipment's
Leave
not
it
in
at
yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty
I
belly.
accidentally hit the game mute.
Be seeing you.
who's first?
Can we talk?
No, Max, we cannot talk. Okay, why are you not displaying? Why? Just quickly checking here. I could have sworn there was an option to display the.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors that the surface of Monarch.
No, not stealing that
water
moment
with
from the
Yamaha,
room.
lawless, savage, and cold. The Virgin Bible assures that nothing can leave the planet and threaten our harmony.
Got it. Inside.
Well, well, well. What fine treasures might await us in here?
Oh, shut up, Max. I didn't
Someone's
mean to-
coming!
Shooting from running ass was not something I had planned.
That's the last of them! Woohoo!
I need coffee. Or something, because jeez. Oh, yes.
Gosh, ain't that handsome.
What is you? You is nothing. Interesting. Okay, do I need to repair anything like, right now? I hope this does not put me over. Are you over there? Is that where I need to go? I don't remember. It's been that long. Okay, Gladys is that way.
This is Halcyon News.
Oh my god, shut up.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Oh, Max, shut the hell up. Hey. Damn it.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
You all need to just, like, stop the panic. Hello, Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
Lacking in the bits. Oh, I've got to get my mind out of the gutter.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Can I punch him?
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Okay. Lost hope. Okay, and... Oh, look.
Go back to
Halcyon.
Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent.
Scheduled
Well,
advertisement
mostly.
for the following story.
I think
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Let's go with that
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be?
No, he got squished.
Anything at all? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's the board
It's
want?
personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose. What? All right, I suppose. How might I assuage your fears? Whom else would I work for? Those sublight thugs? That Tennyson woman? The sweaty masses in the groundside townships? The board is the only force for order in this rough and tumble colony of ours. Without them, we'd all starve to death or meet our end in a canid's jaws. Yes, do tell. Indeed. And you know where he is? Excelsior! An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous for my career. I'll send you straight away to my superiors in Byzantium, only... Oh no. Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. The thing is, I needed money. A lot of money, quickly, for reasons. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fancier on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
Stray too much from the straight and narrow, and one may just find himself assigned pastoral.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you not to question my motives, young miss. It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such a dubious moral character. I was going to buy it back once I raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board. Though it might surprise you.
Not really.
Architect, have mercy. You don't possess a lick of sense, do you?
You can't say anything worse to me than what I've already said to myself. Now, let's get back to business.
Can we talk?
No.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
No. What are you? Interesting.
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, while we're on the Groundbreaker, I may have an idea for how we could find a translator. I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. That's a good question. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
CNP pancake mix. Now we're...
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
That's odd.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying.
Yeah, famous last words. Famous last words.
Not without dispensation from Chief Jun Lei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here. We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable. Take care.
Sorry about the heat. Chief Dennison will get the radiators fixed soon. Of course, this heat sure makes a zero-G brew extra refreshing. It's an ale that's good for what ails you. Oh, and it's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Taste the freedom. A lot of slogans to keep track of. And sometimes I forget. Heard of it. My orientation aether wave showed that famous Saltuna cannery, which I'm sure smells as good as it looks.
That's true.
Yeah. I hope they're gonna be okay.
That's a spacious choice, Spirit. Take what you have, polish it up, and make the best of it. So, what can I get you? Some soap? Everyone loves soap. Everyone will love you for using it, too. Shit. Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security? I'm bound to satisfy headgear-related inquiries. Please send any complaints to our Consumer Care Headwear Division. You would never ask if you knew what it's like in here. I mean, why, anyone can be a Spacer's Choice Consumer Relations Choice Specialist. Just keep your nose clean and aim for the moon.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally obligated to say so. Almost as stellar as a Spacer's Choice is affordable. I can see all of the top quality merchandise in the Spacer's Choice catalog, which is available here at a reasonable price. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste at this time, but we're always working on delivering exciting new products to our customers. Sprout Wash, Mouthwash, and Mantafloss are among the exciting line of dental goods currently in development. Have a look.
Mm-hmm.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled following story.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? Depends. What are you planning to do with it? See the lights. Taking a show or two at the infamous Bijou. Could be a treat if you like that kind of thing. All right, I'll sell it to you. But it's gonna cost you dear. Anything else, dear? Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested in?
Let's go, come on.
You could always try your hand at landing in Cascadia if you're interested in dying horribly. Pick your poison. Marauders, wild beasts, acid lakes, bottomless sinkholes. If you're looking to die, Cascadia's happy to oblige. Might be best to, yes. Suit you.
I mean, I could.
Yes. Suit yourself. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I mean, I could kill you, but is it worth it yet? No. Where's the door? There's the door.
I don't have time for this.
Okay, it's that side. I gotta go up. Go away. Stop interrupting.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
Mm-hmm.
Assholes in their big interstellar freighters. One nearly rammed me on the way in.
Okay, so he's definitely not happy. Is there something up here I need to do? I can't remember. Let's think. I'm gonna go with new.
First one. Hey, Mr. Vicker. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that ocean stink?
For you.
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and then to explain why. I just want to have a conversation.
Of course you do.
That's glided, I think. Nope. Sprat, and I am not going after it. Let's talk to him.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up. Glass ear. Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end. Huh. Now that I heard. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Do you two mind? Nothing that really I freaking need.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Okay, that's there, but I need to go
VNP, I can't believe it's not yours.
this way heavily.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
I could spend up.
Oh, there we go.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Nope, not here.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Not a problem, Captain. Ask away. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive. Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now. Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Yeah, I am not stealing her shit. I need to stay on her good side.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Reports from concerned supervisors indicate that rates of time theft are on the rise. We urge all of
Okay, what have we got here? And let's go in here and go in here. Oops, there. Apply. Yes.
our listeners to remember that lack of productivity is not a victimless crime. Workers should be
There we go. Let's see if we can get this done.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company? A neighbor?
From above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain. Woo! Look at the courage on this one. Lay it on me, boss. Give you a taste of that fiery primal spirit.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
Incoming!
I've had quite enough of you! On your ranger go, Captain, quick!
We lost one!
Show them how it...
And dead. That was, yeah.
I'm keen. Here we go. Get through.
I couldn't remember how to do this half the time. I don't remember. Okay, let's. Add a consumable. Citrino. Got it.
Who there? Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
That's the last of them.
Yeah, I really want to shoot him, but you know, it's happening. Where are departs? I need departs.
Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place.
Damn it!
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Great time with this, yeah.
Hit! I smite you in the name of the law! Well done. We are victorious.
out with you.
Smells kind of like old Bess's outflow pipes.
What the hell was that?
Is it here I need to go further? I think so. Let's go, come on.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Come on, jump. There we go. And it's that way, okay. Main pick. Thought I grabbed all that. Clearly I did not.
Everyone all right?
Define alright. I don't think any of us is alright.
You're trying to get us. What do you think you're doing? Do what you want, I guess. Haven't seen any new faces down here since I arrived. Not sure how long ago that was. McRed tends to incinerate anyone who comes by. It's too bad. I mean, he was a scary fucker, total pyromaniac, but you know how it is. You meet a guy, get used to his quirks, and then blam. I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger. Easy.
What are you? Yeah, they do not well and give a crap as long as you don't get caught.
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty.
Why are you tattling on yourself then?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I thought I had grabbed the parts. Evidently I did not. Eesh.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
My god, man, you're an asshole. Okay, so back upstairs to Sage and Lay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
Only took 3 tries.
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight Mantipillar infestation. More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
Ah, there we go. gonna beat that. That works.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiators. You don't need to kill the Mantillas, but I would like
walks very far. Shoot him. No, can't go there. Must be this way.
Okay, good.
I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet. Look for the command that says cycle droplet pump.
I'll keep quiet.
Okay, time.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you things.
Fine. You guys looking at me makes me nervous.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Okay, before I do that,
CNP Mere Maple Syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
oh man, shut up, Gladys.
Yes, dear. Which offer were you interested in? Well, ain't that peachy? You enjoy that stamp, you understand? And don't you dare use it responsibly. Anything else? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
Not what I wanted, but it's the only way I can do, clearly.
We got your lunch right here.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? What?
Yeah.
Indeed. And you know where he is? An apprehension of this caliber will be tremendous. Just the thing is... Straight...
To give a...
Oh, thank you. It's on... So you... Oh, my law. You've done it. You've saved my hide. I can't thank you enough. Now then, let me see. I just have to apply the seal here, sign like so, and... Ta-da! Here are the forms you'll need once you reach Byzantium. Oh, and a nav key so your ship can travel there. Those authorization forms will let you speak with Sophia when you arrive. I'll send her a message straight away to let her know you're coming. She'll be delighted, I'm sure.
Captain, are you telling me you haven't heard of the adjutant to the chairman of the board? Ms. Akande may just be the most powerful woman in the colony.
Yes, quite. Miss Akande is just the person to take someone with your particular talents and sterling character under her wing. She can fill you in on all of the board's operations in the colony, really put your talents to use.
Mm-hmm.
Best of luck to you and...
Track of what the heck I was doing.
I never thought I would...
There we go. Journal.
See the gates of Byzantium. Never mind what lies beyond.
Wow. Byzantium. I guess that'll be pretty crowded.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Sugar Kale flavor and Purple Berry flavored caramel. Now with 12% more crunch.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to clear out. The Mardet's offices aren't for leisure time nor loitering. Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is, not the criminal. Allegations in... Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? This is the security desk, ma'am. If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to talk to Commandant Sonita. I'm not authorized to take incident reports anymore.
Now I want to know why.
I'm not so good at filing. Mix up first name and surname 1, 2, 7 times. Well, folks are liable to start taking your filing privileges away. We can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not, we just don't. You have done a lot for us, Captain. I'll talk to the Commandant about scheduling a thank you tour for you. Maybe check back in a few days. All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
Hello, sir.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question. Both teams have tested negative for performance-enhancing stims. A tossball first. Coaches and referees are debating how and if this behavior could lead to an unfair advantage. This story brought to you by Halcyon News. All the news that's fit to broadcast.
Huckleberry Fudge. A salt sour candy shell around a sweet blueberry cream
Hello. Junlei called up from engineering. Said I should let you buy medical supplies from our stores. Now, is there something I can help you with? A better selection than you'll find on the promenade deck.
C&P Borscht Pockets can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds. Borscht Pockets.
Sublight Salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on the up and up.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for? I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the Unreliable? Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Of course, there's always a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits. Be seeing you.
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real grouchy.
Cranky.
Kinda all the time?
I'm not grouchy. I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Yeah, see, when you say it like that, it makes...
Good luck getting to Jessie, and better luck if you do. She's a real piece of work.
Definitely not there.
This is Halcyon News. Scheduled advertisement for the following story. And now for a special word from Chairman Rockman.
Greetings, hard-working citizens of Halcyon. In these profitable times, we need only look to one another to find examples of honest labor and earnest work ethic. But there are those who cheat and swindle their way through life. It breaks my heart to see stolen by these vagabonds. One such man is Phineas Webb. The board unanimously decided that in the interests of protecting our best assets,
Okay, not there. Okay, got it.
Feels like the AC finally kicked in. I was confused when I didn't wake up in a sweaty bedsheet. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. There's a reason.
Okay. Yep.
Quietly now.
Were you really in jail, Mr. Max? And you were our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar. I was not a prisoner.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no bearing on my ability to minister to my flock, and was therefore not worth mentioning.
I'm gonna regret this, but hey.
Hands, Cap.
Disturbing yet again, but
Here we go!
Don't mess with us.
oh, shut up.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratchet on Ruttentot, you hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Should've known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I inadvertently I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
No.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Mm-hmm.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Okay, what is it? Don't get out of my way. Where was it? Thought I was out.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt. and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate? I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest. A luxury stateroom reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use. Oh, good law, of course not. He'd never set foot on this decrepit junk pile. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use. Ask away. Be my guest. Ask away.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers?
Okay. And with that, we're going to call it a day. I will hopefully be back on Wednesday, so keep fingers crossed, and hopefully with more of this, we will see. But until then, stay safe, happy, and all that good stuff, and we'll see you on Wednesday, fingers crossed.